Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into it.
Thermostat is jammed in the open position. The formation of an air plug in the engine cooling system. Clogging honeycomb radiator heater. The formation of a dense layer of dirt on the honeycomb leads to a decrease in the amount of passing air, which increases the time of heating the cabin. Pump malfunction. If the impeller is torn off the seat, or the plastic blades are broken, the circulation of antifreeze in the engine cooling system stops. With such a breakdown, poor operation of the heater is the least of the problems, so it is almost guaranteed overheating of the engine. Low level of coolant in the expansion tank, breakdown of the cylinder head gasket and system overblowing. With any of the breakdowns, the engine temperature will inevitably rise. It is necessary to replace the cabin filter. Clogged paper element prevents the passage of air. The heater will not warm up badly because of this, but due to a drop in fan performance, the time of heating the interior of the car will increase significantly. Consequences of repair: in the case of an air lock formation, the heater blows cold air due to impaired circulation of antifreeze. Most often the cause of the malfunction is in the incorrect replacement of coolant. Often the heater begins to warm badly after using a sealant to repair antifreeze leaks. You can find a lot of reviews that the compositions are not only ineffective, but are also capable of clogging the coolant circulation channels and the thermostat. If the heater stopped warming after the use of sealant, do not overlook the coolant temperature sensor. Compounds can not only clog the heater radiator, but also stick to the impeller of the water pump, clog the channels of antifreeze. Circulation in the cylinder head, cylinder block. Why wash the radiator heater? Getting into the cooling system of oil, water, or low-quality antifreeze leads to the formation of growths. Deposits in the sockets and channels of the radiator heater. Reduced cross-section leads to reduced flow of circulating fluid. Flushing without removal: you will need an electric pump, 2 sections of sockets and a container with clean water. The pump performance is not so important, so the electric pump of the passenger compartment heater from Gazelle or a similar pumping pump will do. The pump is powered by the battery, so you will need additional chips, crab and wires. How to wash the heater without removing: disconnect the standard radiator pipes. Connect the supply hose from the electric pump to the inlet fitting. Connect the second branch pipe to the outlet fitting. Through it will be drained dirty liquid. Flush the radiator with running water until relatively clean liquid flows from the outlet fitting. Fill the heater radiator with the flushing solution. After a few hours, rinse the radiator again with running water. The procedure should be repeated until clean water comes out of the outlet pipe. How to check the thermostat before the engine reaches operating temperature: the coolant must circulate through the small circuit of the cooling system. The reason why the heater does not warm up is that the coolant is always circulating through the engine cooling radiator. Constant blowing by the rushing airflow significantly slows down the rate of engine heating. The principle of operation of the thermostat allows you to check its operability without removing it from the car. On most cars the thermo valve starts to open at 80-90 OC. If the temperature continues to rise, at 95-100 OC the thermostat is already fully open. If the thermostat is jammed open, the branch pipe going from the thermostat housing to the radiator will warm up from the moment the engine is started. When working properly, the branch pipe should heat up only when the coolant in the engine cooling jacket warms up to 80-90 OC. If the heater warms badly only periodically, it is best to fully check the thermostat at home. Using a thermometer and a heater, you will be able to accurately determine the inoperative thermostat. How to remove an air lock from the cooling system. Instructions on how to remove an air lock from the cooling system. It is necessary to remove the socket located above all and direct it to a clean container. Apply a small amount of air pressure to the expansion tank. When fluid flows out of the pipe without air bubbles, put it back on. While pouring out the fluid, make sure that the level in the expansion tank does not drop too low. If the described methods did not help to expel the air plug, and the heater still warms badly, drain the antifreeze completely to refill without forming a plug. Installing an additional pump. There are several ways to improve the operation of the heater on a fully serviceable car. Install an additional electric pump in the heating system circuit. Increasing the amount of fluid circulating through the radiator of the heater, we increase the rate of heating of the honeycomb. Therefore, even when the fan speed increases, the air has time to heat up. In conclusion, if your heater is not warming up properly despite the fan functioning, it's essential to identify the underlying issues. Common reasons for cold air blowing from the vents include low coolant levels, a malfunctioning thermostat, or a clogged heater core. By addressing these problems, whether through simple maintenance or professional assistance, you can significantly improve the performance of your car's heating system. Remember, a well-functioning heater not only enhances comfort during cold weather but also ensures a safer driving experience. Don't hesitate to take action and keep your vehicle warm and cozy.